Jaramillo's getting some banter from his dugout there. Might be a sniper somewhere out here up on the roof. But I was mentioning about the pitching, like I said, these guys coming off of whether just graduating high school, whether going to be upcoming sophomores, juniors, whatever it may be, these guys, seasons probably ended at least a month or two ago. So kind of have to ramp up the arms again, get the bodies going again. So pitching off to a shaky start here in the PSCL. It's foul back, 1-1. It's now number 22, Miles Washington, up for the Haymakers. Washington 0 for 3 in the game one. A check swing there. Let's check if he did. Yes, he did. Falls behind 1-2. Washington, a junior from Berlin College. College, a junior college in Brenham, Texas. So Washington probably used to this type of heat, living in Texas, playing baseball in the summer out there, or spring is when their season is. Good block there behind the plate from Rodriguez to keep that ball in front. Comes a 2-2. Washington chases that fastball upstairs from Ford, but just got a piece of it to stay alive in this at-bat. One thing that the Haymakers doing a good job of is making Ford work there, having a high pitch count already here in the first inning. As this games are only 7 innings long, or a 2-hour 15 time limit. And he'll get the strikeout on Washington. Ford goes upstairs with the fastball, and Washington fouls it back, then comes back and drops in that slider for strike 3, and both outs coming by the K for Ford. Now bring up Gene Bianco for the Haymakers. Trying to hop out to an early 1-0 lead with Jaramillo at second. Bianco was 1 for 2 with a walk in their one and only game for the Haymakers. Bianco, a sophomore from Mercer County Community College. As this one hit high to deep left, it will stay in play, and it's going to drop down, and it's going to one hop off the top of the wall. Bianco digging now for 3, and he's got a stand-up triple. And now Bianco going to try to dig for 4, and over inside the park home run for the Haymakers. Bianco put a deep drive into left field. That was Bernard out there trying to track it down. And ended up one hop in the wall. Bianco chugging for 3. And the relay throw from the shortstop Payne was an errant throw, which allowed Bianco now to have that inside the park home run. Haymakers lead 2-0. Strike one from Ford. So long inning as it was already. The inning keeps getting longer now for Ford. So we'll go down as Bianco for a triple, and he'll score on the air throw from the shortstop, Peyton. Bianco still collect the RBI. So 1-2 now on Brock Raby from Anoka Ramsey Community College, just a freshman. So driven out to right and will fall down. So that's back-to-back base hits for the Haymakers. Great job there with 2 strikes for Rab. To just take that ball where it was pitched. Ford trying to attack the outside corner. And Rab just goes with it. So one thing you got to love and you try to teach these righties, especially against lefties, drive the ball the other way. This one skied in the infield and it's going to be caught by Cesaro Scott for out number 3. But before that, the Haymakers put up an early 2 spot in the first inning thanks to the inside the park home run from Bianco.
Like a family setting, you know, we get into conversation and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
We're back here at Palm Springs Stadium where the North Stars are taking on the Haymakers. And already it's a 2-0 lead for the Haymakers as Bianco put a deep drive out to left field and one-hop the wall. And he had a stand-up triple and then an errant throw from the shortstop. Allowed him to score. We'll see here if the North Stars can get it back. The North Stars are 1-1 so far this season on the early season. But in their last game, they only put up 1 hit on 1 run. So looking here to change the script and have a better game offensively and defensively as well, as they allowed 12 runs in that game. Leading off for the North Stars is going to be number 2, Josh Payton. And on the bump for the Haymakers is Tyler Kennedy. It's a slow roller to second base for out number 1. Nice play over there at second from Swinford. And if you're Kennedy here, you just got an early 2 spot in the first. That's a great sign for a pitcher when you get a lead early. Now your job is to keep that lead for as long as possible and hopefully make it a quick inning as well and get the bats back up and hopefully try to make Chase Ford, the starting pitcher for the North Stars, go back out there quickly because he already threw a bunch of pitches in that first inning. Try to wear him out and get to the bullpen early. One foul back, count even 1-1. Be Giovanni Piri, the center fielder, up for the North Stars. Piri was 1 for 3 with a triple and a walk back on Tuesday, June 9th. In that absolute slugfest of a game, the North Stars took on the Grizzlies and defeated them by a score of 14-12. Another one fouled back from Pieri. North Stars trying to have a long inning here. Don't want to make it quick because, as I mentioned, Ford, the starting pitcher, don't want to get him gassed out too early in this game. It was an early out for Payne, but Pieri working deep in this count, and Kennedy will strike him out. Good-looking pitch there. Quick first 2 outs for Kennedy. Now I'll bring up Dion Cesario-Scott. Cesario-Scott was 2 for 3 with a double and 2 runs scored on Tuesday versus the Grizzlies. Scott has that tall frame. He's got some power behind that bat as well. We've seen him go the other way as he does right there, and he lines out to the third baseman, Bianco, for out number 3. So nice quick 1-2-3 inning for Kennedy to get his bats back up, looking to strike again in the top half of the second inning.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for.
Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first is quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Welcome back here in the top half of the second inning, where the Haymakers are now trying to score in back-to-back innings early in this one. Put up a 2 spot in the first inning, and leading off for the Haymakers is going to be number 7, Tyler Crawford. Takes a big hack there for strike one on the inside pitch from Ford. Ford's surrendered those 2 runs. Only one of those going to be earned, though, as that second run, Bianco came in to score on the inside the park run off the errant throw. So really to triple, advancing home on the air. Crawford fouls that one to the right side. Crawford, like I mentioned, was pitched forward to the power this season. Absolutely dominating that one as well. He was locked in, but here will get the start in left field and gets a hit today in the lefty-lefty matchup against Ford. Another one fouled off by Crawford. And both of Ford's 2 out of the 3 outs in the first inning for Ford were due to the strikeout. And now he has Crawford down 0-2. See if Ford can pick up his 3rd punchy of the day. And a check swing fouled off from Crawford again. Right now getting big-time chase from Crawford. I think if you're Ford, I don't think you go anywhere close to the zone here. Try to maybe flip a slider outside and away, see if you get a chase. Because it just seems like Crawford is in absolute swing mode right now. And he gets the off-speed in there for strike 3. Maybe he's not in swing mode as that one dropped right in the middle of the plate for out number 1. It's 3 strikeouts already on the day for Ford. I'll bring up number 5, Isaiah Martin. Thought umpire was going to call strike 1 in the outside corner. Catcher Gavin Rodriguez looked back too at the umpire, wondering where that one missed. Looked like just off the plate. It always feels like, too, with the lefty on the mound, you always kind of get the calls, though, as a lefty, as your ball always tails outside anyways. Just that natural lefty tail, and it seems like umpires love to give those lefties that outside corner. Right there, Ford doesn't get the best of luck, and now falls behind 2-0. And just a pitch that misses just like that. Now you fall behind 2-0, and you allowed a 2-0 hack there from Martin as he lifts that one into left field for a single. No, great piece of hitting there from Martin. You get in the 2-0 count. You're looking for one pitch and do some damage on it. That's what he does. Hard rip single. We'll bring up number 3, John Guerrero, the center fielder for the Haymakers. Guerrero 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. So still looking for his first hit, but he's reached base twice in his first game. Strike 1 inside corner, and that's something Ford can try to expand on here, is continue to dot the ball, not on the outside corner, but also go inside of these righties too. Try to get some broken bats or soft hitting there to try to maybe rollovers as well for a double play. Tries to go back inside, but he misses there. Because eventually as a pitcher, if you just sit in one spot and absolutely dot, eventually hitters will now find that and adjust to it and take away at least a part of the plate and only look for that pitch. And that's when hitters really get into a groove. You want to be a diverse pitcher hitting different spots and locating well. That one fouled straight back. Going to fall a couple feet in front of us. Count now even, 2-2. See if Ford can get the all-important pitcher's best friend double play ball here. Two, 1 on, 1 out. Another one fouled back from Guerrero. That last foul ball right there looked like a pretty good hack. Seems like he's on it. That was the fastball Ford gave him. Now here, I like to see Ford flip in a slider, breaking ball pitch, and that's been his go-to strikeout pitch, is that slider. And there it is again, but this time Guerrero all over and sends it through the 5-6 hole. And Martin was thinking about 3, made a wide turn there and had to dive all the way back at second. So it's back-to-back singles for the Haymakers, and now have something brewing again here in the top half of the second inning. Now bring up the number 10 hitter, Addison Seuss from Palm Desert High School. Another lefty-lefty matchup for Ford this inning, as he faced Tyler Crawford, the lefty, and struck him out. That one misses. Seemed high there. 2-0 now on Seuss. My old high school baseball coach, Coach Valencia, left Redlands High School and went to coach at Palm Desert High School. As this one's skied in the air, going to be in foul territory, but caught by the third baseman, Hamilton. Big, much needed out there from Ford. Seems like here the Haymakers are going to be batting 11, guys. It now brings up number 11, Isaiah Sanchez, for ball 1. First time this season, at least broadcasting for me in the PSCL, that we've seen a team bat 11 guys. Usually they only go to a 10. But here trying to get as many reps as possible, as many guys up to the plate in this game. This one, another one lifted to left, but this time Bernard going to track that one down. Great running play there from Bernard to keep the Haymakers off the board. Score remains 2-0.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Hey, Coachella Valley, Patrick Summers here, General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Spring is here and summer is right behind it. Don't get caught with a broken air conditioning system. Call us now. Let us get a tune-up done. We're offering a special for $79. It comes with a seasonal guarantee. Call our team today. Get yourself scheduled before the heat hits. Be proactive, not reactive. Go ahead and book at callthegeneral.com or call our offices and we'll get you taken care of.
Welcome back here in the bottom half of the second inning. Leading off for the North Star is going to be number 15, Cooper Thompson, the starting second baseman here in today's game. Great work there from Ford to get out of that jam, as Haymakers were looking to pop out to an even larger lead early in this one. And there's a nice play out there in left field from Jovan Bernard. Tracked that one down. Had trouble in the first inning, but not this time. And Kennedy working fast and quickly ahead 0-2 on Thompson. Haymakers already have 5 hits on 2 runs, where the North Stars went down 1-2-3 in the first, looking for their first hit. And it seems like they'll get it here from Cooper Thompson. Has a leadoff single here in the bottom half of the second. Maybe that's all they needed, North Stars, just for me to say they had no hits, and maybe they'll start getting going here. We've already seen this North Stars team put up a bunch of runs and hit the ball all over the yard. Now we'll see if that can stay consistent. They had one game where that game was all offense for them, and then game 2 kind of fell flat and the offense went quiet. I'll bring up the catcher, number 3, Gavin Rodriguez. Just off the play on the outside corner. Rodriguez in that game against the Grizzlies was 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in and a double. Rodriguez, the catcher, also had a stolen base in that game. Don't often see some speedy catchers, especially if you keep getting higher and higher at this level of baseball. Two one now on Rodriguez. Counts now even 2-2. That one going to kick away, and now Thompson will try to take off for second, and he'll be in there as that one got away from the catcher, Rabi. I was talking about catchers stealing bases, and in the major leagues, John Wathan holds the all-time record for most stolen bases by a catcher in a single season, swiping 36 bases for the Kansas City Royals in 1982. So that tells you 36, not a lot of stolen bases, but for a catcher, yes, that is a lot, but it hasn't been done since 1982. Count now full to Rodriguez. That one way outside for ball 4. So 2 guys come up to the plate for the North Stars, and both of them reach base. 1 hit and 1 by the walk. We'll now bring up number 4, Cash Sutton. Cash Sutton pinched hit in the game against the high-scoring game against the Grizzlies. He had a pinch hit RBI double. This time he'll get the start here, and his first plate appearance, he's going to have Thompson in scoring position and also Rodriguez at first. And we know here, it's always at Palm Springs Stadium, big outfield. A ball in the gap, more often than not, that runner for first is also scoring. So if you get a ball gapper, you got a chance to pick up a pair of ribbies. Now on outside corner again for strike 2. Sun didn't like that one. Quickly behind 0-2. This time goes with the off-speed, does Kennedy. This one hit to the left side. No play there for Selman, so he'll have to eat it, and now the bases are loaded. Is that off-speed front breaking ball pitch from Kennedy? Sun stayed on it long enough, hit it off the hands, but really the only place where he could hit it was that 5-6 hole, and that's what he did. And by that time, great hustle there from Thompson the runner at second because Coeur Salem was looking to get the out at third to at least get one, but Thompson was already there, so he had no play, so he had to eat the throw. So now be bases loaded for Ryder Lombros. Excuse me, Ryder Lambros from La Quinta High School. So all three runners have reached so far in the inning for the North Stars. Trying to even back this game or take the lead here with the leading run on first being Sutton. Big hack there and a whiff from Lambros. Lambros in the game against the Grizzlies had 3 punch-outs. So Lambros a big candidate for the K, and that's what Kennedy needs to try to limit this damage here. Here comes the 1-2. Lambros just gets a piece of it to foul it back. North Stars are on the board. They cut the lead in half. Now the Haymakers lead 2-1. The sac fly from Bernard.
Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuff.
Simple and true. We're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the
Bianco. Big hack there for strike 1. Nice little changeup there from Kennedy. Seen the fastball, the slider, and now a changeup. 3-pitch mix so far from Kennedy. Peary's going to take off. And a great pitch to take off on as that one bounced and got away from the catcher, Rabby. So now the North Stars have a runner in scoring position. Looking to answer the Haymakers' 4 spot. Big hack there on the 2-0 from Cesario Scott as this one's out to left field. Running to catch it is Crawford, and a great ranging play there, but runner will tag from second is Prairie. So now 2 outs and runner on third. So we've seen the left fielder is very active on both sides here in this game. Bernard out in left field for the North Stars and Crawford out there in left for the Haymakers. We'll bring up Cooper Thompson, who had a single and a run scored. And now on a slow dribbler back to Kennedy, his second put out of the inning. That's a quick inning of work there for Kennedy. Haymaker still leads 6-1.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back here in the top half of the 4th inning. The Haymakers lead by a score of 6-1 over the North Stars. And the Haymakers have scored in 2 of the first 3 innings, 2 runs in the first, 4 runs in the third. And leading off is the number 10 hitter, Addison Seuss, who flied out to the third baseman. There's ball 1 to Seuss. Quickly 1-1. It's Connor Grimes back out there as he came in relief to replace Chase Ford. And when Grimes came into relief, he gave up a 2-out, 2 RBI single to Crawford and an RBI single to Martin. But both of those runs that came in to score, actually all 3 of those runs that came in to score were charged against Ford. So 6 runs given up, 5 of those earned. Now 2-2 now to Seuss. And Grimes picks up his first strikeout in relief. Out number 1 here in the top half of the 4th. Grimes put in that tough situation in the last inning with bases juiced, 2 outs. No reliever wants to come in with the bases loaded. This time he gets a fresh start here with bases empty and starts off Seuss with a K. Will now be Isaiah Sanchez. This one hit off the end of the bat. Payne trailing to catch this one. It's going to be over his head. Nice diving attempt there. But just past the out-reaching Payne. It's a single for Sanchez. It'll be 3 hits now given up from Grimes since coming in relief. And it will flip back to the top of the lineup. Jacob Coors-Selman, excuse me. And his last at bat, He had a solo shot to left field that was just hooked fair inside the foul pole. That was the Haymakers' first home run on the season as a team. Thanks to the solo shot of Selman. We'll see here if Sanchez will take off and try to steal a bag here, get in scoring position. He won't for now. Strike on the inner edge. Grimes here trying to see if he can maybe get a double play ball and match the speed and tempo the way that the Haymakers have been pitching. They've been getting nice 1, 2, 3 innings or quick innings and not a lot of stress for their starting pitcher, Kennedy. Two one misses the inside corner. Count now 3-1. Selman, as I mentioned, already has a home run, and now with 3-1, will be trying to get his A swing off. Oh, and he just missed that one. This one's skied and just going to get out of play. So luckily, Selman will have another chance. Count full. And now we'll see here maybe Sanchez take off in 3-2. We often see that with base runners and coaches giving base runners the steal sign with 3-2, thinking that the hitter's at least going to put it in play and have to protect, or it's going to be ball 4. The worst outcome is a strike him out, throw him out. Sanchez won't take off, and this one driven to the center fielder, Pieri, and it was camped underneath it for out number 2. We'll bring up Samuel Jaramillo, who is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. So a productive day so far for Jaramillo. Has arguably been the toughest out to get and has done the most in this lineup. Haymakers now up to 10 hits on 6 runs, and this one lifted to right field. And it's tracked down by Cash Sutton. So nice bounce back inning there from Grimes. Score remains 6-1. Back here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, and still out there looking to close out 4 solid innings for the Haymakers is starting pitcher Tyler Kennedy. So far has pitched 3 innings, giving up 2 hits and 1 run has come across. And leading off, trying to change that, is Gavin Rodriguez. Pitch number 1 is sailed over the head of Rodriguez. Rodriguez reached on a walk back in the second inning. And the second inning is where their North Stars got their lone run. Thanks to Jovan Bernard's sac fly. And so far, that in that second inning was the best chance the North Stars have had to score and the most pressure they've put on Kennedy. Is they had bases loaded and no outs, but only scored one run. It's now a 3-ball count to Rodriguez. And he's 3-0 hacking as he tomahawks this one to center field, but it is caught by Guerrero. So interesting 3-0 hack there, especially down 6-1 and the way Kennedy's been working.
How you doing? I'm just trying to make sure you guys got the substitutions for first base and right field. You guys talk to him about that?
Now bring up Catch Sun as this one's hit to right field, and it's going to be caught. Quickly 2 outs from Kennedy. As they have a defensive substitution here for the Haymakers. Now at first base is number 6, Andre Landeros. This one's popped out of play. This one hit to the right side and stopped by the new defense substitution, Landeros, and flips it on to Kennedy in a quick 1-2-3 inning for Kennedy here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Back here at Palm Springs Stadium for day 3 of the PSEL League. I'm Ethan Olivares, giving you the call of the North Stars versus the Haymakers, where the Haymakers are up 6-1, and we're in the top half of the 5th. Leading off for the Haymakers is going to be number 22, Miles Washington, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Washington struck out against Ford, the lefty, both times. So now gets to see a new arm in Grimes and also a righty. Maybe that will change it up, see a different look for Washington. It's quickly ahead 2-0. Now 3-0 count on Washington. Washington showing bunt, going to pull back as he was taken all the way. Count now 3-1. See if Washington take a big 3-1 hack here. Not even close. He'll take the walk on 5 pitches. Now bring up Gene Bianco. Bianco back in the first inning. Had an RBI triple. Then was able to come across for inside the park home run due to a throwing error. He got the party started here in the first inning for the Haymakers. And the Haymakers have had the lead ever since. Ball 1 to Bianco. Runner will take off. Strong throw from Rodriguez, but it sails out to center field, and Washington will move to third. And just like that, with no hits in the inning, Haymakers already have a runner on third. Bianco trying to pick up his second RBI of the game. That one's in there for strike 1. Bianco sends a high drive to left field, and it's going to be over the wall. It just sneaks over the left field wall. That's the second home run of the day for the Haymakers. A 2-run shot from Bianco. Haymakers now lead 8-1. So the walk coming back to bite the North Stars, as there was a leadoff walk to Washington. Then Gene Bianco sends a line drive over the left field wall. I said it was the Haymakers' second home run of the game and of the season, as Coor Selman had a solo shot back in the third, and now here in the fifth, Bianco has a 2-run home run. Big hack there from Rabby. Rabby 1 for 1 with a walk. And Grimes here still looking for his first out, and this one's rolled over to the shortstop Payne and on to first, and he'll get that first out. I'll bring up Philip Swinford. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. He scored off of Tyler Crawford's 2 RBI single. His first pitch hacking, but fouled away. So any World Cup, or say soccer fans in general, World Cup starts tonight. I say during the day, 12 p.m. is the first game of the World Cup. Going to be Mexico versus South Africa. Then later in the night, it's going to be South Korea versus Czech. As Team USA plays their first game of the World Cup Friday night against Paraguay at 6 p.m. It's a ball inside, now 3-1. So if there is any soccer fans from here on out, you can nice little dual screen PSCL summer baseball and World Cup soccer. That was a strike on the knees of Swinford. And 3-2 just missed upstairs. Swinford works his second walk of the game. It's 2 in the inning now for Grimes. Bring up Tyler Crawford. 1 for 2 with the strikeout and a 2-out, 2 RBI single in the third where the Haymakers put up a 4 spot. Haymakers now 11 hits on 8 runs. That's how you get the job done there. You see it so many times in the game of baseball where team collects a high amount of hits, but the run's just unable to match it, and that's all. Goes back to runners in scoring position, doing the little things, moving guys over, stealing bags. So far, the Haymakers have done that here today. Big 2-0 hack there from Crawford, but comes up empty. Fouled back. Grimes now fights back, evens the count 2-2. So an it off the hands of Crawford, fouls it towards the first base side. That's a big jump for Swinford. He'll steal the bag easily, but Grimes does get the strikeout on Crawford for out number 2. So Grimes wasn't really paying any attention at all to Swinford over there at first base. And Swinford could have jogged over there and still had the bag. But to be safe, obviously hustling down. So it'll be 2 outs, but a runner in scoring position again for the Haymakers. Now it's the defensive replacement, Andre Landeros, who came in last inning for a defensive sub to play first base, and he gets his first at-bat of the day here against Connor Grimes. He's quickly down 0-2. And he puts this in play towards the left side, towards Payne on the hop, running throw. And good catch over there at first base from Cesaro Scott for out number 3. But the Haymakers pick up another pair of runs thanks to Gene Bianco's 2-run blast.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs.
Welcome back here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, where the Haymakers lead the North Stars by a score of 8-1. Haymakers added 2 more runs in the 5th inning to Gene Bianco's 2-run bomb. And there's a new pitcher on the mound for the Haymakers, going to be number 26, Isaac Sanchez. Sanchez, I was mentioning in the beginning of this broadcast how, some guys may be playing PSEL and be playing with the Palm Springs Power during the night games. And Sanchez this season has appeared in 2 games with the Power. With the Power, he's gone 3 innings, given up 2 hits, 2 runs, but 0 earned. Has a walk and a K. And quickly, good morning, good afternoon, and good night goes Bernard. So good start here in relief for Sanchez, trying to hold a good start and get the win for Kennedy, as Tyler Kennedy was the starting pitcher for the Haymakers. His final line, 4 innings pitch, 2 hits, 2 walks, 3 Ks, and 1 earned run. And that's a comebacker right at Sanchez, and quickly 2 outs. And in the PSEL, only goes 7 innings per game. So to qualify for a starting pitcher or win, you need just 4 innings pitched. And Kennedy just hit that mark with exactly 4 innings pitched. Kennedy was quickly working through the lineup in here. In the first inning, he went 1-2-3, then got in a little jam in the second with bases loaded with no outs, but ended up escaping with only 1 earned run. As awkward swing there from Hamilton. Then in the 3rd inning, Kennedy allowed no hits. It wasn't a 1-2-3 inning because one guy reached on an error. As there's 2 Ks in the inning from Sanchez, and he quickly sits down the North Stars in the bottom half of the 5th.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
And we're here at Palm Springs Stadium in the top half of the 6th inning. So that was quick work there from Sanchez coming in for relief for Kennedy. And he made that a quick 1-2-3 innings and picked up 2 Ks along with it. And Haymakers going to try to tag on to their lead as they lead 8-1 over the North Stars. And looking at the box score right now, the Haymakers have scored runs in the first, no runs in the second, scored runs in the third, no runs in the fourth, scored runs in the fifth. So if this game continues to follow the trend, it should be a blank here in the top half of the 6th. That one's yanked way outside. That one just misses. Ball 2. It's John Guerrero up to the plate for the Haymakers. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Count now 3-0. That one spiked in the dirt. 4 pitches, 4 balls, and be a leadoff walk for Guerrero. Now comes to the dishes. Addison Seuss looking for his first hit to reach base for the first time in the game. This Haymakers team been on quite cruise control for most of the game. The only part was that second inning where maybe looked like the North Stars could take the lead, but the Haymakers have led in every second of this ball game. That one catches the inside corner for strike 2 on Seuss. This one made some contact but fouled off towards third base dugout. A lot of these guys, too, in the PSCL, especially if they're guys that just graduated high school and they're going to be incoming freshmen at the collegiate level. Well, you guys not used to using wood bat like that, because all throughout high school you're able to use metal bats, and even when you get to college too, you use metal bats. But in this PSCL league, it's wood bat only. Definitely makes a big difference there. Weight's a little bit different on the bats from metal to wood. Got to try to find your rhythm, find your balance with the bat, what size bat, things of all that sorts. This counts now full now to Seuss. We'll see if Guerrero will be taken off, and he will be moving, and Seuss skies this one to center fielder Pereri for out number 1. It's now coming to the plate, the number 11 hitter, Isaiah Sanchez. Thought I'd never really be saying that for a broadcast, number 11 hitter. But in the PSCL, you're allowed to hit more than 9. As Guerrero takes off, and he'll be in there sliding, and that ball hit off of him, and it goes into center field, so Guerrero takes another 90 feet, and now with 1 out, he's just 90 feet away from coming across home plate. Oh, 1 count on Sanchez. He lines this one to left field. It's going to get down. Bernard going to cut it off before it hits the wall, but Sanchez will already be in with the stand-up RBI double. Extends the Haymakers lead now 9-1. Well, that changes the whole script here that I was talking about, how Haymakers score in every other inning, but this is the first time in this game that they've scored in back-to-back innings. So that one kicks away, and now Sanchez up to third. One upstairs, now 2-0 on the leadoff guy, Jacob Coors-Selman. Coors-Selman had a solo shot back in the third inning. And this one's sky to center fielder Perry. We'll see if Sanchez is going to tag here. He indeed will. Long throw to Perry. Close play at the plate, but Sanchez slides around the tag of Rodriguez. It's a sac fly for Coors-Selman. That's his second RBI of the day. Now be number 43, Christian Alford, who came in to replace Samuel Jaramillo. It was a defensive substitution, so this is Alford's first at-bat. On outside corner for strike 1. One dropped behind the plate by Rodriguez, but still gets the strike call. One-two now, and he gets the strikeout swinging on Alford. But Haymakers tag on another pair of runs. They have now reached double-digit runs in this game. They lead 10-1.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft.
And we're back here in the bottom half of the 6th inning at Palm Springs Stadium. Leading off for the North Stars is number 2, Josh Payton. He's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. One of those being a comebacker back to the pitcher. And back in for his second inning of relief for the Haymakers is number 26, Isaac Sanchez. Had a quick 1-2-3 innings and a pair of strikeouts in his first inning of relief. This is now the North Stars' third time through the lineup, as it's been a very efficient day for Kennedy and Sanchez combined, which is why we're only at the top of the lineup for the North Stars in the third time through. Fouled off towards the right side. Count now 2-2. This one looped out to shallow left field. Payne was way out in front of that one, but gets gets a leadoff single. That's his first hit of the game. It was a good pitch there by Sanchez. Had Payne out in front with the off speed, but Payne able to lift it high enough to get over the head of the shortstop, Coors Selman. We will now bring up Giovanni Perry. He's also 0 for 2, but has reached on an error. Outside corner 4, strike 1. This one dribbled in play, but there's a hit off his foot, so it's going to be foul. This one lifted to right field, but right at Alford. That was a good swing there from Perry, but just right at the right fielder. So far, first two batters for the North Stars, seeing Sanchez a little bit better. We'll bring up Dion Cesario Scott. And Payne jumping over there at first base, wanted to steal the bag there, but Sanchez was still holding, so had to shuffle back. This one hit sharply, and it's going to be past the diving first baseman Landeros, and Payne will stand up at third. So now 2 hits in the inning for the North Stars. The most action they've had on the base pass since the second inning, where they scored their only run. It's Cooper Thompson. Speaking of that second inning, Cooper Thompson led off with the single and scored the lone run. Sanchez looking for the double play ball here, as this one's chopped towards the right side. Flip onto Sanchez, and it's not in time. It's an infield single there for Thompson. Good hustle, as that one was chopped way high in the sky. A little awkward play there. Landeros had to come off first base bag to field it, and by the time he flipped it over, Thompson beat out the flip. So it's going to go as an RBI single for Thompson. Score now 10-2. Brings up the catcher, number 3, Gavin Rodriguez, who reached on a walk. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Sanchez fires back with strike 1. Count now 2-1. This one sky towards third base bag. Underneath it is Bianco for out number 2. North Stars here trying to pick up more than 1 run, as they had first and second with 1 out. They had a chance back in the second inning, but starting pitcher for the Haymakers, Tyler Kennedy, was able to get out of that jam. Sanchez trying to do the same thing here. Strike 1 on Sutton. Hit sharply, almost took out one of his guys over there at third base dugout. They're pointing him to keep that one in between the lines. The dugouts here at Palm Springs Stadium are kind of set up weird in the dugout. You kind of would either have to stand the whole time at like the top of the railing, but most teams when they play here, they just sit right outside the dugout, kind of keep it old school where it's an open look. And a foul ball your way, got to be heads up. This one lined out to right field. It's going to get down. And they'll hold Cesario Scott at third. So no run will come across. But that's the third hit in the inning for the North Stars. Be the second time in this game that the North Stars have the bases loaded. Let's see if they can cash in this time. It'll be number 14, Ryder Lambros. 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Sanchez starts off with a painted fastball in the outside corner. This one fouled straight back. This one put into play to the shortstop, Corselma. It's going to eat him up. One run's going to score. Here comes the second, Thompson, and he'll be in there standing. It's going to go down as an E6, but 2 runs are going to score from that score now, 10-4. It was Cesario Scott and Thompson who came home on the air. This one now going to get by the catcher, Rabi. So runners will advance to second and third. That's strike 1-2. Now the hitter, Jovan Bernard, had a sac fly back in the second. And this was ripped hard towards the right side. Another run comes in to score. Just one run will score, and it'll be Connor Grimes who came in to pinch run for Lambros. So that's second RBI of the day for Bernard. Now the North Stars just halfway there. Haymakers lead 10-5. I'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Giovanni Liberti. North Stars just trying to chip away, as they now have 4 hits in this inning and then 4 runs. This one hit sharply, and what a catch over there at first base from Landeros. So heading to the top of the 7th, the Haymakers lead 10-5 thanks to the North Stars' 4-run 6th inning.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera.
And it looks like they are going to call the game after 6 innings. The final score is going to be Haymakers 10 to North Stars 5. Haymakers had 12 hits, 10 runs, while the North Stars had 7 hits on 5 runs. And Tyler Kennedy will get the win for the Haymakers. He pitched 4 innings, had 3 Ks, only gave up 2 hits and 1 came across. It was dominant, quick innings for Kennedy, and Isaac Sanchez came in for relief from there. He got tagged for 4 runs in that last inning, but nothing really got going for the North Stars until late in this game. Maybe a little bit more consistency from them throughout would have kept them in this game, but the Haymakers offense was on fire here today. I thank you guys for joining me, Ethan Oliveras. And in about 30 minutes, the second game will start up with that first pitch. And calling that game is going to be my colleague, Jack Glennon. So I thank you guys for joining me, and we'll see you guys back here shortly.